Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Seven yards there and a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Corral with it on first down. He's going to look deep for Watkins. That's caught inside the 20. And touchdown! Quez Watkins, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Tigers march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen, he'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. But you look at this defense. They come into play number 12 in the NFL against the run.
And being able to set the tone early in this game, because when you get down to it, it's that sign that we saw in their football facility when we visited with them. The one that said no explosives, no big plays, no chunk plays. That's what they've got to take care of.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the option, here's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. And running with power here. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 40 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Second and 6. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down. quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now a 2nd and 10.
You can see the goal line. Drive it in. Alert, alert, alert. Come on. Get play.
Now Allen. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Boys, you got it.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'd say that he learned from his costly red zone pick earlier in the game, because this time he puts the throw away from where any defender can make a play on it. Unfortunately, he also sailed it over his intended target, and that doesn't work out well either.
The kick by Bass is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll take this one up to about the 23. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And the penetration too strong. He won't make it back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Pushing his way inside the 40. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Throwing the out route, finding Boyd for the completion. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. We'll see what they have drawn up here a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Throwing is Allen on third. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. McCaffrey on the counter. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Allen off the play fake. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And that will keep this a 4-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Yeah, he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Tigers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Coup for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Following the touchdown, here's Coup to kick off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he works free. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards to pick up, first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
In motion is Phillips. Allen's throw is complete. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Allen's throw complete to Shakir. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Boyd. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Allen hit. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead. And it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now Allen. Throw left side to Kincaid. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They run with McCaffrey off the option. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with career touchdown number 75. And the Bills are back within a score. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
And anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Corral. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. On the play fake, Corral. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Corral now on second down. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Corral looking to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. So after the INT, it's Allen. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
2nd and 9. Back to the ground, this time Cook. He was trying to turn the corner, but he will go nowhere. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Here's 3rd and 10. Here's Allen. Can't get away, and he's taken down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time to have a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Now Corral. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Bills will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line.
And nursing such a small lead, you thought he'd take better care of the football after his last drive. Now for the 2nd straight possession, he's put all the pressure right back on his defense. They need to take a stand and hold that lead.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. George Karlaftis, the man to bring him down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Allen. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. Take it in at the 22. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
2nd and a couple. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 90 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Going deep here for Watkins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Off play action. Here's Corral. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down. That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Corral sets up play action. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 22-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards. Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles. At that time, a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance.
They've got his man complete, and it's caught. Touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Tigers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or...
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. He's got it at the 10. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts, not in your favor. Run your offense out there, put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2, but I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass for...
There he goes, left side! And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Up the gut, McCaffrey. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 89 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Rolling to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Khalil Shakir from 10 yards out. And the Bills have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And a huge play that time. 42 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
Here's 2nd and 10. The 8-yard line before going out. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Matt Corral with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Tigers might be moving closer to an elusive 2nd win. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Bring it on, boys. Bring it home. We got this. Just another day in the office. Just another day in the office.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Oh, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Allen. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. They'll roll him out right. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Allen now on first down. And he can't escape, and down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. To throw, it's Allen.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
112 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 22-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Now a 2nd and 6. Corral.
And his throw here's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And a timeout taken. Just 6 seconds away from the 2-minute warning. This defense wanted to stop the clock prior to that, and they do.
Field goal coming from Younghoe Koo.
On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus, they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
This is 1st and 10. Allen.
Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
One timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10. Now Allen.
That's caught by Diggs. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Here's 1st down. To throw is Allen. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
There are not many times where you might say it's a detriment to have a quarterback with a cannon for an arm, but this might be one of those few times. He just laid that one out there a bit too far, and his receiver couldn't run under it.
Throwing, Allen.
Going deep for Diggs. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here's Allen.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, possession switches hands.
Ready for this?
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a good stiff arm and some space to run. Touchdown! A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Tigers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Yeah, keep it up. Keep it up.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Here's Allen on 1st and 10.
Toward the sideline, intercepted. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Come on, boys, let's make a play out there. Let's go. Showtime. Let's make some noise.
Here's 3rd and 7.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Mexico City,
it's a rare win, just their 2nd in these first 8 games.
And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they